All right, so now let's talk about making some sales pages. So you really have multiple types of sales pages, and one of the most popular types, of course, are video sales pages. So let me show you how to create those. Super simple, especially since I've made you an awesome template that has a layout that's converting very, very well. So as you know, we are here. So in your Optimize Press menu, you just click on Create New Page, and you get this. And if you went ahead and installed all the templates I gave you, this thing's already installed. And it is the template under Sales Pages with the picture of me on it called VSL with Copy Template. You know, I either need to stop using pictures of myself or become even more narcissistic and take more pictures of myself because I'm really running out of pictures to use with these templates. Incidentally, the reason I'm doing this is so you can tell them apart. So I'm not really that into myself, I promise. All right, so if you want to use this sucker, what you do, click on Use This Template. We'll name it. I'll call this VSL with Copy Template Demo. I suggest you have a cooler title for your page. I'll click on Create Page, and magic will happen, and in the year 700,000, the page will appear. All right, so here we go. And this is pretty easy. So you've really got a couple elements. First of all, the headline. Second, the video. Then you have your buy button. And then you have copy and another buy button here. So editing this stuff is very, very simple, right? So to edit your headline, you click the pencil, and you just type, and you're off to the races. Maybe I'll make this italicized. The style sheet might even let us italicize it. Now you'll notice, even though I'm not capitalizing every single letter in here, it does capitalize it in the headline. That's just part of the template. And so then we have a subhead. If you want to use it, you can edit it here or get rid of it by clicking the X. And then we have the video. So if we want to insert video here, we have lots of options, of course. I have it set to YouTube. I will just pull up the same old YouTube video we've been using. I'll copy the URL. I will paste it here instead of link.com. Now you can always choose embed codes if you're using like Wistia or Vimeo or whatever, or YouTube. Rarely you would use a URL. That's if you've got an MP4 on Amazon and you want this to pull from Amazon or something like that. That's a little bit kind of trickier, and I wouldn't mess with that. So we'll say YouTube. We won't mess with the dimensions here unless, of course, you want to, but I'll leave those alone. We will click on autoplay, hide controls, hide YouTube logo, I'll try that again. Hide YouTube logo, and I'll click off of show title bar, and we'll click on insert, and that's all well and good. So let me tell you something very, very, very important. In your video, in a typical VSL, we usually display the buy button at the perfect time, like when you say something in your video like click here to order, you know? So the cool thing about Optimize Press, one of the many cool things about Optimize Press, is that we can make like anything display whenever we want to. So what I like to do in this particular template is all of this copy and stuff, I like to have it all display at once. Okay, so let me just show you how to do that, and we'll do it with every little thing. So let's say it's at like 1 minute after the video's been playing is when we want it to display. You see this little gear? Every little element, we're going to mess with the little gear, okay? So I click the gear here, and I'm going to say delayed fade in, number of seconds. So if it's 1 minute, that's 60 seconds. I'll click on update. All right, and then I'll do it here for the actual button, and number of seconds is 60. And I'll say ret to go, update. And so this little part, I'll say number of seconds and 60, and I'll click update. And you do it with every part. And remember, your headlines and your body copy parts are all separate elements, so you have to do it with every single one. So I'll say 60. All right, and I'll click on update. So I'm going to pause it and go ahead and do all of that real quick so you don't have to watch me do it. But that's how you do it. And we're going to do it with literally every element. So even like right here, this sidebar thing, I'm going to say 60. Okay, so hang on a minute. I'll pause it and just do that. As I'm doing this, I want to show you something. Now watch this. Okay, so I'm going to set this delay here for this little number 3 to 60 seconds. So I click the little sprocket. I say 60, and now watch. Okay, so notice that thing disappeared. It didn't actually go anywhere. This is like one of those weird idiosyncrasies of WordPress. So it's still actually there. You just click the pencil, and you can see it. We can edit it if we want to, and you just click Insert, and then it shows back up. And I don't know why it does that. It's just kind of weird, all right? Now I'll click on 60 here again. I've done this for a couple of the other elements as well. And there's another thing I want to show you. So when I created this template for you, for some reason, it wants to save this part as like custom HTML weirdness. You'll notice this is the same copy that's here. Well, it's not actually supposed to be. So what I want to do is actually insert some bullet points here, and for whatever reason, it's not exporting the template with bullet points in there. It's just being all wonky and uncool. That's fine. So let me show you how to fix it. So you click on this blue pencil here, and we're going to change this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit out of it. I'm going to remove it. I'll say update. And then, now notice, now it just says this text contains, or this course contains. I'm going to click on add element. And all we're going to do here is we're going to click on this plus button, and we're just going to type text. And we're going to say, just give me a little text block here. And now what we do is we say, cool stuff, and then bullets. And now look, okay, so I'll get rid of that. And so basically what you're going to want to do in this part here, if you want to, is you give a brief description of the course, and then you have bullet points with your cool benefits. So I'm going to click add element because we can add an actual bullet box here. So a little bullet block, more likely. And I'll make it with smaller bullet thingies. And we can choose our icon. Do you like the green? I guess green's all right. Yeah, I think green will work. Or ooh, dude, let's use this. Yeah, I think this one. Ooh, or maybe these. That's a tough call. Let's try this. You can see how you can have a really good time here. And then we click on list items, and then we say bullet 1, add new, bullet 2, etc. Okay, so then we say insert, and now that's what that looks like. All right, and then we can add more text if we want to. So I click this, type text, and text, and there we go. Okay, so click this, and then we'll just say wrap up what we were saying here. ... Alrighty, so there we go. Okay, update, and we're going to want to make this whole guy delay 60 seconds. Okay, this is all based on my secret sale VSL template. This has made close to $1 million as of the time I'm filming this for you. This template has. All right, so that's 60. I'll probably forget something, and that's normal. We'll set this for 60. As you can see in my copy instructions, you obviously want to edit this, right? So you might just want to have it say, click the button below for immediate access. And in your buttons, let's make this say 60. Now click on update, and we're good. Now, what do we do with these buttons? Where do they go? Well, the order buttons need to link to your order page. So what you do, if you already have an order page, that's great. You're going to want to, right here, instead of orderlink.com, paste in the link to your order page. If you don't have an order page, that's okay. I'll show you how to do it in our automation part, which is your graduation gift. But if you've already got one made and you're already kind of ready to go, this is where it goes, right here. So you just click on Insert, and you're ready to rumble. You want to do the same thing down here. You click on your blue pencil there, and right down here, you paste in whatever the link is to your order form. Again, if you don't have an order form, we'll set one up during the automation part where I show you Infusionsoft. If you don't have Infusionsoft, I can get your setup fee waived and all that stuff. But that's where that goes. Okay, so it's very, very simple. So I'll just click on Insert, and we're good to go. Your final thing is, you probably should do this if you have privacy terms and conditions. I've created a little spot for you. You simply click the blue pencil, you highlight it, you press link, yoursite.com, wherever your privacy policy is that's where you're going to want to link that to. All right, so click on insert, and you're good to go. So now I'll click on publish, save and continue. Now let's see if I set the delay properly. So if I've done this right, which is going to be a miracle, then all of this stuff will be invisible until 60 seconds. All right, so I've saved it. I'm going to click View Public Link. This is the page, as you know. This is the thing with me and Tony in here. This is lovely. So it's not auto-playing, first of all. So let me go back here and let me tweak this. All right, so let me make sure I checked everything properly. Nope, I got to hit autoplay, hide controls, hide YouTube logo, and I won't show title bar. I'll click on insert. I'll click on save. Okie dokie. We'll come over here and I'll refresh it. This is how you troubleshoot these things. And this should autoplay. There we go. Okay, that's lovely. All right, and now notice none of this stuff is here. So if we wait 60 seconds, so sorry, I'm just going to yip and yap here for about 60 seconds, all of this stuff should appear. And you'll also notice these black bars are here. And you might be like, dude, why are those black bars here? I don't think I like those black bars. That's kind of funky. What the heck is going on here? Well, we can change it. So I can change the actual dimensions of this video player on the page. But for now, I'm trying to think of more stuff to say for 60 seconds until this dang stuff shows up. So, gosh, this is a really long 60 seconds here. Hang on, I'll pause the video. Up. So see how all this stuff showed up, and here's where everything's all nice looking. If you click here, it goes to yourorderform.com, which may very well be a real site. I don't know. Nope, it's not good. That would have been kind of weird. Good Lord, what if it redirected to something freaky? Okay, so this is all well and good. So one thing is, you might say, like, well, dude, how do I change the size? I don't want the black bars. That's hinky. So if you want to change the size of this player, you just click on this, and you scroll down, and for dimensions, we can just select something, and we can say 640 by 360, 853 by 480. Let's select that and see what happens. I'll say insert. We can also do custom. See, now this is more YouTube friendly. See how that's kind of wide screen there? So I'll click on that. I'll say save and continue. So now we've saved it, and I'll just refresh it, and let's see if those black bars are gone. All right, notice all the other stuff's gone too. We have to wait another 60 seconds. There we go. So now that's perfect. So however you want it to be is cool, but that's how you edit a VSL with a delayed by button and that has delayed copy and stuff. And man, I'll tell you, this template layout just has really crushed it for me. And before you go reinventing the wheel, I would test this sucker and see, because it works pretty good. All right. Thanks so much for watching. You see how easy this is? Pretty good time, too. I'll see you in the next video.